President Bush said today that he was disgusted by pictures of Iraqi prisoners being abused by American soldiers. 6 soldiers now face the possibility of a court-martial, and a brigadier general is under investigation.
U.S. soldiers are abusing, humiliating, and torturing Iraqi terrorists and criminals at Abu Ghraib.
One of the most notorious women in America lives here, Lindy England.
America sees me as this, villain, this monster, because I was in a photograph for, a split second at a time.
On April 28, 2004, CBS aired photographs of the U.S. soldiers and the prisoners. Abu Ghraib was a notorious prison ran by Saddam Hussein. It opened in 1970 and housed 40,000 inmates. 30,000 inmates were hung and others died of diseases. Through extensive investigations, it's possible that the CIA and DoD were aware and condoned the abuses. In a 60-minute program, they aired photographs from the prison. CBS, at the request of the Pentagon, waited 2 weeks to air the photographs. Senator Inhofe said, "The idea that these prisoners, they're not there for traffic violations. Many of them probably have American blood on their hands. And here we're so concerned about the treatment of those individuals." Along the same lines, Rush Limbaugh said, "This is no different than what happens at the Skull and Bones initiation. These people are being fired at every day. I'm talking about people having a good time. These people, you ever heard of emotional release? You ever heard of need to blow some steam off?" Secretary of Defense Donna Rumsfeld testified before the Senate Armed Services Committee saying, "These pictures I've seen depict conduct, behavior that's so brutal and so cruel and so inhumane that anyone engaged in it or involved in it would have to be brought to justice." Ever since the photographs were released, the month following was just full of bad news of the Bush administration. There are uprisings and mutilation of bodies at Fallujah, and there are also photographs of coffins draped with flags that are being flown home in 1 month, where an average of 4 American soldiers were being killed each day. The U.S. is planning on keeping troops in Iraq to eventually negotiate an agreement with the new government on keeping a long-term security presence there, but the events from the past month has made it difficult for the U.S. to seek Iraqis that are willing to endorse their ongoing presence. The Bush administration wants to keep troops in Iraq and stay the course, but once a majority of Iraqis don't want them there, it's not clear where the course leads. In the end, law overpowered ethics because all of the reservists who were involved ended up getting charged and sent to jail. For example, Lindy England. All over the world, prisoners are still being tortured and abused to get information. Freedom also overpowered equality. Those reservists are bored. They had too much fun torturing and abusing these prisoners. They had too much freedom. Those prisoners had no freedom and weren't treated humanely. Today, prisoners are being treated more fairly and equally, but some people still believe that abuse and fear is the only way to get information out of prisoners.